I don't like how we Nigerians used to allow our emotions to take over our common sense when we are trying to reason on a kind of issue, especially sensitive issues like the Okoye's family. I mean, Peter Psquare, Paul Psquare, and Jude Okoye's current issue on social media, and very dark man recently. You know, someone called me and was saying that, you see what your VDM said, this and that and that. And I was like, man, it's too early for all this shit. Well, I tried to check social media to see the take very dark man took regarding this whole issue. And after watching his videos, and on that video, he said he was already aware of this whole issue. And the person that told him the story from day one was Peter. And after that, he tried to carry out his own investigation, because Peter called Fino, mentioned Fino on the story. Very dark man started from Fino. First thing first, Fino debunked that no, he wasn't part of whatever. He never said Jude took his money. He's not available or ever planning or discuss to play as a witness in the court against Jude and the like. He went on to call Jude, and Jude also said his own side of the story. And now, some of you are saying that very dark man shouldn't come out to say anything at all. That he shouldn't come out to say what Peter told him and his own investigation, and even mentioned names of someone like Ezege that are involved in this whole story. Like, come on, guys, come on now. For me, I like the fact that very dark man came out to say what he said. I would also want Paul. I don't know the reason why Paul is running away from this whole thing. Now he remembers say fire department asked him not to say anything. I want Paul to also come out and say his own side of the story. Jude, the Judas, has been saying his own side of the story. Fino, for me, somehow should also come out to say if very dark man is saying the truth or not. It's high time we treat this whole issue at once, you know, and stop all this emotional blackmailing and whatever. For me personally, I believe Peter 120% in all these things. I feel for the guy. And the more reason why I believe Peter was those evidence the guy was attaching on his videos. Peter has a lot of evidences. The main thing that made me, at some point, when if you watch my video, I said, I don't want to judge, like to make a decision that Jude is guilty of every allegation. I said it on my video. Like, I don't want to just conclude. But the way Peter was saying some certain things and attaching evidence, especially the one from court, when Jude said he formed Psquare 2005. Meanwhile, Psquare released their album 2003. That I somehow believe Peter, that Peter is the one saying the truth, because we knew that Psquare released their album 2023. Jude the Judas Iscariot. If you come out to say that you formed Psquare 2025, make it make sense to us. That is where I said I believe Peter, with other evidences of transaction, this and that. But if you are somebody that tell yourself the truth, if you are somebody that always stand on the truth and want the truth and nothing but the truth, with what Very Dark Man said on his own video, this whole case need to pay more of attention. This whole case need to pay more of attention to know who is saying the truth and who is lying. And to know how to sort this family, these brothers, to move on with their life, to do their things. Because believe it or not, those dudes should be making more money if they are together than all this their solo singing and performing whatever they are doing now. If you ask me, and if all of us want this whole issue, this whole stories or hala to be solved, we need to judge this whole case fairly, like to be fair to each and every one. I'm not gonna get carried away with what Very Dark Man said, but the part I don't like is the part some of you guys are saying he shouldn't come out to talk. Why are you saying it? They have paid him, they have done this one. Come on, I get level where people don't pass. And VDM now want to do white wash or white talk or whatever. He will now include Fino on it and be saying it in a public space, like confident enough for everyone to hear, mentioning names. No, now I know that most of you don't like him, like I always say, but sometimes when people are telling you something, as an adult, use your own common sense. Kill emotion, like remove the emotion, destroy them, throw it away, and tackle the main issue at hand. So what am I trying to say? For me, I love the fact that VDM even come out to say his own side of the story regarding this whole thing. And if it's true that Peter mentioned to VDM that Jude also scammed Fino, and Fino was ready then to serve as witness in the court against Jude, and all these things happen to be lie, I am blaming Peter on that side. Somebody like me, if I'm having issue with someone, if I'm having whatever with someone, I will always say the truth, nothing but the truth. I will always admit my own fault. There is no need of trying to put pepper, put maggi, put kerofish, put... Yes, those guys really dealt with you, which all of us are not in support of it. But if you want to tell the story, just make sure you said nothing but the truth. No need of trying to add whatever to get people's emotions or attention. It's not gonna change anything at the end of everything. You know, so for you, Apamo, when they disturb me, see what your man video and talk this and that one, you see the support. I love what he said. And it's less for those people he mentioned, especially Fino, to come out and say, VDM, you and who discussed this one? Or, VDM, what Peter told you is true. Put yourself in the shoe of VDM. And Peter told you those things. And when you confronted Fino, Fino was like, what are you saying? Within yourself, you go first look stupid within yourself. And if you are the one that, if you tell yourself the truth, if you still go ahead and believe all those things Peter said to you, that means you are not telling yourself the truth. We all are human now. Oh, you say now, you'll be using your, to be checkmating. So am I trying to say, both Peter has been speaking already. Both Paul, both Jude, no, just leave Fino. You see Paul and Jude, all of them should also come out and say their own side of the story and say everything. They should let out all those things, Hanubi. Like I don't know how you guys do all these things. So you get unnecessary things, be with people for years, and you are still living well, and you are still focused on doing what you are doing in life. Somebody like me, I can't focus. I can't. They should just come out. Everybody should say whatever his own side of the story, or where he's angry, or what they did to him. Let it out. Break everything. Cry it out. Cry it out for those of you that know how to do that. And then look for the way forward to fix all these homes. Because family, they discuss the brothers, they fight because of money. And they shame on their behalf. Money is ego name. Ego dear enough to do your thing. Enough money. Even the little you guys shared, you can do your thing. And you are using greediness to do whatever. Having said that, I still believe Peter in everything the guy said, because evidence is there. Evidence choke. And Jude on his own don't use his hand, they shoot himself by releasing all those documents and suing Peter to call to stop performing Psquare song. Are you crazy? You dey crazy for what? It says a lot about his personality, who he is. You know? But Peter on the other side, I hope everything you are telling us is true too. Make you not be say no way ban a team again, no say no now. You men don't do like that. Somebody like me, I will tell you the truth. You no go beat me. I go tell you as is day. You no go beat me. If you do anyhow, do I go on? You don't pass that fucking level to be scared of. If Peter said exactly what happened and said the one he said, they said he said he said that you can't give birth to male child. They already giving birth to female child. They call my son bastard. All those things. Sometimes with anger, people can say some certain things. That is not even where I'm going to. My main problem is the cheating, trying to mess him up. I don't say our brothers, they can talk to themselves anywhere anyhow they want. But they should always tell the public the truth, exactly what happened. Don't put pepper, maggi, crayfish, onions to impress who? Or for them not to beat you. Who go beat you? Or it's not gonna change anything, bro. You know? As I did like this, I always say it the way it is. You won't do anything. You're not gonna do anything to me. Mary Morocco Bawaga Pam. When he get more so. I'll say it the way it is. If I fuck up, I'll tell you say I fuck up. But na anger. But now because of what you said to me, that was the reason why you will not beat me. Let's say ourselves the truth and stop all this unnecessary emotional blackmail and the emotional whatever. We have a lot of Tinubu we deal with you now. We have a lot of things to discuss. You have a lot of important things to discuss. You are not a page, you need Timbu VDM, I'm disappointed in you. VDM, shut up, enter house, in front of. Why? When we want to tackle the whole truth, when we want to know the whole truth and settle this thing once and for all, how many years brothers has been doing this rubbish? You know? God,